Hello, my name is Tony Berard, and I'm here today to talk about the second half of the board game of Hybrid. I did the first half last week, and I couldn't. I did the second half too, but it didn't turn out like I would like. I'll be deleting that video, and this will be the new video for it. All right, where I left off in the first video was I had finished off with talking about fighting chess. And those chess pieces will be in Hybrid. But also I began to talk about the fighting checkers. And fighting checkers, if you go to www.thegamecrafter.com, it's all one word. This is their logo, the Game Crafter. And you can see it on there too if I a little bigger. www.thegamecrafter.com. This is a $5 gift credit, in-shop credit. They've been in business for 10 years, celebrating 10 years anniversary from the Game Crafter. So I ordered. Each time you produce a game with them, you have to order a copy to proof it, and then you can make it available to the public. So one of the ones I ordered recently, it might have even been this one, Fighting Checkers. It might have been that one. Let me back up a little bit. There we go. Fighting Checkers, an upgrade to checkers and international droughts invented by Tony Berard. And so this is the box you get with it. So if you put in checkers, you'll probably find my game on the Game Crafter. But you'll need a chess set too. I think I showed this in the first video. This is by Classic Games. This is their chess game. It's cheesy as all get out, but these pieces fit the board for fighting checkers pretty nicely. So, but I don't know if they're going out of business or what, but this is the barcode for it if you want to. You can put that into Google. 639-277-490889. It's imported by Greenbrier International Inc. So they're in Chesapeake, Virginia. So, well, it's made in China. Didn't notice that till just now. So, but anyway, there's some information if that will help you locate this, because this is a pretty good sized chess set that fits the fighting checkers board that I developed. If you don't do that, then you could buy 2 regular Staunton design chess sets and buy 2 international droughts sets. No, you only need 1. If you're going to play fighting checkers, you need 2 because you need 40 pieces. 1 set will give you 20 pieces, so you'll need 2 sets to get 40 pieces to be able to play fighting checkers. Fighting checkers itself, when you order fighting checkers on the Game Crafter, you get 40 of these cubes to be able to play fighting checkers. You get 40 black ones. These stars are the checker kings. I'm sure there's a black one in here somewhere. There's one. So there's a black checker king. With each fighting checker set, you get 5 checker kings of each color. That's how many I designated to go into the box. All right. So let's talk about the fighting checkers. All right. So here's a fighting checker. On your turn, you can go upward 1 space in these 3 directions. That's a regular move. You can also do a vacant hop with those same 3 directions. So that's a vacant hop. Or you can do a multi-jump. A multi-jump, you can jump over your own pieces or the opposing pieces. So let's say we had that. I put a friendly piece here and an opposing piece here. You can't even see it. Maybe I'll do that so you can see it on the square a little bit. And then there's another opposing piece here. You can see the lighting coming off of it. Maybe that way. Yeah, you can see them better now. Alright, so this checker piece can jump over your own piece, but it can also jump opposing pieces in the same three directions. And when you capture the opposing pieces, you remove them from the board. In fighting checkers, you can move, you must move one piece, and you have the option to move a second piece in fighting checkers. And then if you do elect to move a second piece, it has to be different from the first piece moved. So if that was the end of the turn, you couldn't use your second turn to promote this guy. You'd have to wait till the next turn. But if you had a second piece, you could maybe do a vacant hop, like that. Then if you get a piece to the farthest rank, the 10th rank, let's say it was the next turn, you can move legally to one of the three spots. That's one of them. And you promote it. And that's it for that turn. That's going to be the same piece, so you have to move a different piece. Let's say this one. So that'd be your second turn. And so the checker kings are just like the regular pieces. You could do one move, one space, so any of these 8 spaces are available. Or you can do a vacant hop in any of the 8 directions. So it could land here, 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 or here. So the checker king is quite versatile. Because it can go backwards and forwards, it can jump over a lot of things that the regular checker pieces can't. Now I know in regular checkers and in international droughts, you can jump backwards. That's not legal in this game. The pieces that can only go in the 3 forward directions, they cannot jump backwards. But they get that third direction, which is really nice. And what? As you can tell, I don't have a script writer. I don't have a makeup artist. I don't have, a lighting guy. It's all just me. So this stuff is not scripted. So sometimes I might not flow as smoothly as I could. Sorry about that. All right. So anyway, that's the checker king. It can go in all 8 directions. These guys can only go in the 3 directions. And so the object of the game in fighting checkers is to run your opponent out of moves or to capture all of your opponent's pieces. All right, so now we're going to get to hybrid. Because that's, in this game hybrid, you have 2 rooks. Where's the other rook? Here's the other rook. So you get 2 rooks, 2 bishops, 1, 2, and these are fighting chess pieces. Fighting rooks, fighting bishops, so they get the 1 space in the direction, or 1 space in any direction, just like a king. In normal chess, the queen takes her color, but in hybrid, the king takes his color. So the king is going to go on the white square, like that. Because of the extra 2 files, it shifts it over, and it's no longer the queen on her own color. So the king... So like that. And you get 10... Actually, the pawns go here out in front on the 3rd rank. So you get 10 chess pawns on the 3rd rank. So I'm setting these pieces up live. It's not the best TV in the world, but it's live. Just like those Survivor shows, you know, watching the council vote people off the island. Maybe I'd get voted off the island, I don't know. That's not quite. All right. So what goes in the empty spots? So we got the rook, the knight, the bishop, a blank space. The queen, the king, a blank space. Bishop, knight, and rook. So, of course, as an inventor, I decided that the empty space should get filled with a checker king. So 2 checker kings go there. And they are very powerful, let me tell you. And then you get a row of regular checkers in this intervening row. So 10 of the regular checkers. That's why I said you only need 1 international drought set, because you get 20 regular checkers. So you would use 10 of them for the regular checkers and 4 for the checker kings, because I guess you stack them. You stack checkers and regular checkers. But here I have a separate piece for it, a star piece. So this looks rather nice. All right, so there's what your white side looks like. Of course, I've got, because there's still a lot of checker pieces, I only use 10, and you get quite a few when you get a fighting checker set. All right, I'm going to pause the video and then set up the black side. Okay, I've resumed the video. Let me see. All right, so here's the white pieces set up. I guess this one's a little off. Jadoob. We say jadoob when we adjust. And then if you come over here, oh, these are how the pieces come on that miniature chess set. So I had to break them off. I broke off 2 of the pawns off of the second set. The other ones are still here. I didn't need but 2 pawns from the second set. I couldn't make this video until now because I needed those other 2 pawns. So that way I have a nice set of 10 here. So I had the first set for about a month, but I couldn't make the video until now. Dollar Tree, they dollartree.com, DOLLARTREE.com. I guess they merged with Everything's a Dollar. You can shop online. Oh, maybe you can get this online. So use this barcode online. Maybe you can get it online. You can't get it in the stores anymore. They've discontinued it. All right. So yeah, can't get it online. All right. So let's say white. Let's just make a few moves here. So let's say white does that for the first move. So we don't just have a pawn structure anymore. We have a pawn checker structure. That's going to take quite a bit of work from the grandmasters to unearth how this thing works. And you get all these pieces are powerful. The checker kings, in my writings I talk about the checker kings, how powerful are they? Well, clearly they can capture multiple pieces. So clearly they're very powerful. But if you have the game where you only have a king and your checker king versus the other side's king, you don't have enough power to checkmate. So by that score, it's not a major piece. But, if you hop over 6 or 7 of your opponent's pieces, boop, 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 and capture a whole bunch of them, you might cause your opponent to resign right there. So I guess the jury's out. People will have to figure out just how strong the checker pieces are. All right, so black gets to move 2 pieces. So let's say he moves that up 1 and that up 1. And then it's white's turn. So white might do this. And let's say he hops the checker king. And then it's black's turn. Black might do that, and then a vacant hop of the checker piece. Now it's white's turn. So let's say white does that for the first turn and moves the bishop for the second turn. Then it's black's turn. Let's say black does that and then brings his bishop out, let's say to there for his second turn. Now it's white's turn. Let's say white moves the pawn up one, brings the knight out for the second turn. Now it's black's turn. Let's see if I can get a good angle here. Let's say black moves the queen out and this pawn up one. Now it's white's turn. So let's say, oh, white needs to, I thought that was the king. I was going to castle just now. Nope, got to do something else. Let's see. Let's move that up one and move this checker guy up one. Accidentally bumped that. All right, so now it's black's turn. So let's say he does this, checker king, a double hop, and then let's say he moves the knight out. So now both sides can castle because the queen can move for the first turn for white and then a castle over two and swing the rook around. That's a long castle. It's strange that I'm going to have both sides castle the same side. Yeah, I'll go ahead and castle. All right, then well, you get the idea. This is a very complex game. It's much more complex than fighting chess. It's much more complex than fighting checkers. This is a real contribution to the art and craft of board games. So, yeah, many pre-games. I mean, books and books are going to have to be written on this game because just sorting out the checker pawn structure is going to be a challenge for grandmasters, let alone moving it in combination with the other pieces. And you get so many more different kinds of tactics because you can do your own uncover and then move in your second turn of the move, or your second move of the turn, I should say. So many more things can happen. So this is a great game. And I've shown you what I can to be able to get this game for yourself. I'm going to still work on trying to get chess pieces built on the Game Crafter site because they don't do chess pieces. If they did that, life would be great, but they don't. So I've asked them. I sent an email. Maybe they'll respond. I don't know. We'll see. All right. This is Tony Berard signing off.